Chris Byrd, former two-time heavyweight champion.
He is the pride of Clinton, Michigan, the heavyweight no one wants to face, Chris Byrd.
Today, we got a special guest, Fernando Vargas.
My man, Chris Byrd.
What
and,
is poppin'?
I just want to, apologize. We've been trying to get this interview going for a bit, and I've been up, down, all over the place, but finally we got it going on. I follow you on your show, The Bird's Eye View. Hey, I already know the southpaw, the heavyweight nobody wants to face, because you're too slick. I know that, you know what I mean? Because they want the heavyweights just to stand there like this. Nah, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. But
they don't want to see it. But look at your career, though.
Thank you.
You did your thing.
Yeah, thank you.
How'd you start? How'd you start boxing? How old were you?
I was 10 years old when I started boxing. But look, that's why I know God saved me and God put boxing in my life, because at 10 years old, I was locked up in juvenile hall, doing hundreds of hours of community service, running away from home, sleeping in alleys. And one day when I was suspended for school for fighting, I was watching TV, going through the channels and flipping through the channels and I saw amateur boxing. It said, Ringside Boxing Challenge. They were fighting at the Elks Club in Oxnard. Yeah. And I was like, what is this? And the kids my age, 10 years old, and even younger, 8 years old, and I was like, what is this? What? Wait a minute. And one day when I was suspended for school from fighting, I'm looking through the channels, because what are you doing at home? Yeah. You're not doing homework. You're just flipping through the channels. And I saw it, the remote was in my hand, and I'll go, wow, amateur boxing, I want to do that. I walked there the next day. It took me a whole hour to walk to Colonia. As a 10-year-old kid,
where you walk?
I walked 5 miles walking as a kid to La Colonia Boxing Gym.
Wow, for real.
Yeah.
And that's when you got started.
And that's when I got started.
Who was the coach in?
Garcia was there.
Oh, yeah?
Martin Noriega, I don't know if you ever, maybe you might have seen him. But Garcia was there, Martin Noriega was there, and man, I just said, man, I know I could do this. Because I had a reputation of knowing how to street fight, but when I was a kid, when you're a kid, you say to yourself, wow, man, I'm a kid, and you go like this. And your mentality is like, well, if I can street fight, I know I can box. And then it's not like that. It's totally different. It's the sweet science. Yeah. You have to be intelligent. It's skillful, intelligent, hit and not be hit. You know what I mean? So, I had that mentality, but I thank God that I was still able to learn, to apply what Garcia had taught me, and throughout the whole years, since I was 10 years old, all the way till I retired, my trainer was with me. Yeah. And he's been with me since. He's like my father. I call him Jefe. You know what I mean? That's Robert's dad. Yeah. And, to me, he's everything what a man should be. You know what I mean? Because he's a family man. He's taught me principles. He's taught me how to be a real man. Take care of your family. I've been, I'm just blessed that I was able to have such a great man in front of me to teach me how to be a man, you know what I mean? And even though my father was not around, you know what I mean? And
he was your father.
Yeah, and he was my father.
And that's how boxing is. I mean, just like my father, was my coach.
Yeah.
He's a dad to a whole lot of kids at the gym. He was their father.
Yeah, I bet.
And that's how you grow up in boxing. Yeah. So when you got to the level of like amateur, like the nationals, how'd that feel? Did you win national championships, traveling the world? I know international.
It was insane.
How was that?
You understand when you born and raised in Oxnard, you don't think you're poor. You got no money. You know what I mean? And then you're over here going into the nationals, and they're giving you jumpsuits. They're giving you Adidas shoes, and they're giving you Adidas jumpsuits, and you're like, man, these are mine. They give you the Adidas bag full of everything, gloves, shoes. I'm like, man, free, and you're like in heaven. Yeah. And then And you know, when you start being #1 in the United States, you start getting paid. You start getting paid. If you're #1, #2, #3 in the United States, you get paid, baby.
Wait for those checks.
Hey, get those checks, but then you get in trouble. Like me, I got in trouble because I didn't know nothing about taxes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
So I was 16.
Yeah,
I was 16, and then like when I was about to sign pro, I had to pay off like $100 and something thousand of taxes, interest and taxes that I didn't pay because of tax penalties. I thought it was my money. I'm a kid, 16-year-old kid getting 3,000 3 G's a month. I'm like, I'm rich.
They don't even tell
you know
us
what I mean?
about that.
And nobody told us about accountant. You got to pay Uncle Sam his money.
Yeah, we just kids.
We're just kids, man. And you get that money, and it's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm
you know, $3,000. You're like, what in the world?
Hey, y'all got a lot more than we did. The class of '92, we should have got $3,000 a month. They just started that Operation Go when we were boxing, so we get like only like 600, 550, 600.
I got 3 G's.
but you got tax, bro.
I got tax. Oh man. Yeah.
How was your Olympic experience, though?
My Olympic.
Because for me, you know, talking about myself, '92 was crazy, and that's what you wait for. It all, you know, it's all the work 4 years, and then the Olympic, and then it like what 12 of us.
Yeah.
12 of us made it. So 12 on your team.
Yeah.
How was that?
Amazing, but you know what? It kind of left a bad taste in a lot of fighters like myself, Floyd's mouth. People that won their fights, but because of the computer scoring,
it's horrible.
And now they just said that they're through with it.
Back,
they're going back to original scoring. What is it for 5 judges? 5 judges. That's retarded. It's like everybody got to press the same button at the same time for you to get a point. Who does that? It's retarded. It's stupid. And people that won their fight, I watch it this time around, and I'm like, oh my God, he just killed this guy, and they have him losing. That's insane. So you know, it crushed a lot of people's hopes, but you know, we still. You know, we had a great team, 96 team. You know, me, Floyd, David Reed, Antonio Tarver, Roshy Wells. You know,
Nate Jones.
Nate the Snake. That's my boy, Nate the Snake Jones. You know, and David Diaz, my boy David Diaz from Chi-Town. So, you know,
Lawrence Claiborne, I mean,
Lawrence Claiborne,
I want to give everybody their props.
Lawrence Claiborne. Yeah, no doubt. That's my boy, too.
Roshy Wells, the late
Roshy Wells, Rest in peace.
Yeah. Great team.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't better than 92, but y'all was good.
I don't know about that.
But y'all was good. 92, you know, it's special. We think we played the best team ever. 92, remember that. 92. But
96.
92. So, you know, you had your Olympic experience, didn't win a medal. I know you were disappointed. But I know all of us, we all think the same way. We're going to make it up in pro. Whatever they get in amateur, we make it up in pro.
That's right.
And then your journey in pro. How was it? Just the journey is
just you know, never fighting with headgear, and then you take off the headgear like, man, no shirt, and you're like, whoa, this is for real. This is for real. Not amateur, not like amateur wasn't for real, but it's like this for real. Like, for real. Man, this like, you know,
them gloves,
like little gloves like that. You're like, man, they didn't let me fight with these. You know what I mean? So that was a great experience. You know, I fought my first fight, a guy that had like 30, 40 fights, and you know, he had losses, of course, but that, you know, my first fight, the experience that he had, I was able to get him out of there in like 30-something seconds, you know, and broke his nose, and, you know what I mean, I was able to come out with my first win. I was like, wow, thank you. You know, and then pick up your check and go back, chill for a week, and you're gonna start training for the next fight. So it was great.
I mean, you did your thing. So you know, you worked your way up, because I remember you and Zab Judah when I fought Jimmy Thunder on HBO. Y'all fought in the undercard.
Wow.
And I was like,
where in Foxwoods?
Foxwoods.
Right.
Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And I remember everything from amateur.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these two, you know, I'm watching from the back. I'm like, you know, these two, you know, Zab didn't make the Olympics, but he almost, you know, top amateur.
Yeah, top amateur.
And you was on the Olympic team. I checked you guys. I'm like, they pretty tight.
You know,
they ain't better than 92.
No, they are better than 92. We know.
But they tight.